The maritime industry, and particularly shipping, is responsible for a huge amount of environmental impact. WindWings are a really important transitionary solution to the impact of the shipping industry.
WindWings are absolutely a modern take on a conventional sail.
Instead of being used as the primary propulsion, it's an auxiliary propulsion. So it reduces the amount of fuel that's being burned from the combustion engine and reduces the emissions being produced.
WindWings will reduce your fuel cost. It's as simple as that. Within the design of any technology that's designed to help decarbonise, you have to pay attention to the carbon footprint and then have an understanding of its carbon payback time as well as its financial payback time.
Being involved in the Impact Accelerator allowed Bartek to not only validate some of the sustainability claims they were making in terms of payback period, but it's also allowing them to identify clear areas for impact reduction.
What I particularly found interesting was the detailed breakdown in the LCA. We found the metalwork was the biggest contributor to emissions. It accounted for approximately a third of the total impact. This presents a fantastic opportunity to us. Knowing that, we can now reach out to our suppliers, have the conversations with them, ask them how can we increase the recycled content in the steel and therefore reduce the impact.
All of these suppliers are creating the exact same specification of steel, so there's no change in performance. That's why we were really excited to be able to take action, because this was something that could be done right now by just talking to supply chain. Tooling is somewhere that you maybe don't expect there to be a high level of impact. We're talking about a huge piece of equipment, a huge scale of impact that comes from just producing that tool. It becomes a real opportunity for them to reduce impact without affecting the performance of their finished product. Because of the absolute impact of the tooling, it's really important that you use it as many times as possible. The higher the utilisation of that tool, the more wings you produce, the lower the impact of the tooling per wing is going to be.
The low-hanging fruit here is increasing the amount of recycled content in metal. If we can contact suppliers directly and get them to implement, for example, a high recycled content in that tooling, then that lowers that impact even more significantly.
I think the study's been really informative for guiding us on where we can actually really affect the carbon impact of the production of the WindWings, and looking at alternative materials, but knowing which alternative materials and which parts of the construction will have the maximum benefit to the product as a whole can really help us focus.
But we're really only just getting started. So the team out there have a technology roadmap which is treating today as a baseline, and everything that we've learned from MarineShift360, the real benefit I can see from the team out there is that it will become a key part of our technology and product roadmaps going forward.